Hello, this is Manish and welcome to CypherSoul. In this quick tutorial, I'll guide you through the process of rectifying bank statement PDFs that failed initially. You will learn the precise steps to correct each file so that it can be successfully reprocessed. With that in mind, let's begin. In the dashboard, locate the fail statement and click the rectify button. Not satisfied with the column markings? You can just start over. Use the zoom to bring the columns initially into view. Start from the leftmost side of the page and mark columns in this order: date, description, debit, credit, and balance. Check other pages in the PDF to confirm whether the columns are within the boundaries. If not, you can adjust it like this. If you're satisfied, you can click on the Save Column Mapping button, then Submit. The statement will then start processing. As you can see, it is generated successfully. In this case, there are two things to be considered. Page 1 is a cover sheet. Transactions actually start from the second page. Also that your columns sit very closely together. So it is important to map precise columns. Let's start from the leftmost side. Date. As we already have marked date, we'll skip the second column. The next two columns are also skipped. Next, we'll mark the description. Zoom accordingly, as this is the tricky part. We'll mark the debit columns and the credit columns in a very precise manner. After that, we'll mark the balance column. Check for the other pages. If all the columns are mapped properly, save the column mapping and submit. The rerun option is similar to the rectify option but will only be enabled after successful parsing of a statement. Here, we'll start from the leftmost column, the date column, the description column. We'll skip the next column. One thing to notice here is that instead of normal separate debit and credit columns, there is one column, amount, where each figure is followed by a DR or CR indicating it's a debit or credit transactions. We'll map the balance column and save the column mapping. This is a case that is a bit similar to the last case, where normal separate debit credit columns are not present. Let's start mapping. The date column, the description column. We'll skip the next column. Here, one thing to notice is the statement shows one numeric amount column and a separate DRCR column, unlike the last scenario where each figure in the amount column was followed by DRCR. Here, the amount column is different and the DRCR column is different. We'll just map it. Lastly, the balance column. As you can see, there is another DRCR column, but this indicates the balance. So we'll just skip it. We also have a special case. In this case, two or more columns are intertwined into each other. Example, for this scenario, the description overlays with the withdrawal and deposit columns. This usually happens with third party app exports rather than original bank statements. We'll start the column mapping from the leftmost column. We'll map the date, the description. We'll be careful while mapping the withdrawals and deposit columns. Then we'll map the balance column. After mapping, in this scenario, it is necessary for the user to check subsequent pages and see if there is an overlapping in case. We'll save the column mapping and submit it. Although accuracy in these cases may be slightly lower, the statement will still be processed. Thank you. That's all it takes to rectify failed PDFs in the CipherSource software.